Oh, shoot.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to the 43rd Ryder Cup here at Whistling Straits. We are joined by U.S. Ryder Cup captain Steve Stricker. Captain, we have pairings and we have matchups too. Let's speak just in generalities for your 4 pairings. How do you feel about it? You must feel pretty good, and we're on the cusp of getting this thing going.
Yeah, to your last part there, how excited we are and everybody is to get this thing going finally. You know, it's been 3 years, and you come in here on Sunday evening, and you know the practice rounds are great, but yet you know you have Friday in the back of your mind, and you're just looking forward to getting out there and getting it going. But yeah, I feel great about our pairings. You know, some teams that have played together, you know, over the years, whether in Ryder Cups or some Presidents Cups. So yeah, we wouldn't put them out there if we didn't feel good about them. Let me just put it that way. So we're extremely excited about how these guys are playing and the order in which they're going out.
Okay, let's have some questions. I guess we'll start straight across on number 3.
Hey, Steve. A few of us did some just predictions for fun, and almost everybody got the 4 pairs that the U.S. was putting out because it seems like you've had them play together, and it's been pretty clear, and they've played in the past. Europe, on the other hand, seems totally unpredictable and very surprising. You probably weren't giving a lot of thought to them beforehand, but looking at it now, what do you think about their pairings, and did you anticipate any of this?
You know, I didn't, and I didn't even try to anticipate. You know, they're all great players. We're trying to take care of ourselves. You know, I'm paying attention to my team. You know, we talked occasionally about maybe who they're going to put out, but it doesn't matter really. I mean, they're all such great players. They're all highly ranked players, and we know that we're going to have to play our best to beat them. So, you know, we had an idea that Rory and Rahm would probably go 1 and 4, you know, and that's pretty much all we knew or really thought about. We didn't know who their guys were going to be that they were going to be paired with, but we kind of had that figured out for the most part, and so we tried to act accordingly as well. But yeah, we other than that, we didn't take the time to try to figure it out.
Gotcha.
Okay, 19, Jeff.
Steve, if I remember right, you put Daniel and Brooks together when you were captain at Liberty, right?
I think so, yeah. They played together before.
What do you see with those two? What do they bring out of each other?
They play a lot of golf at home together. They enjoy being with one another. Daniel is a wonderful foursomes player. You know, he controls his ball really nicely, and good short game, great putter. Yeah, so he's just kind of a natural fit for the foursomes, and they like playing together, bottom line, and they do well together. They're excited to go out tomorrow and try to get a point.
Right behind me, Captain Alex, 20.
Hey, Strick, when you were naming your 6 captain's picks, you mentioned how length was very important, yet the longest guy on your team is sitting in the morning. Could you explain why?
Yeah. I mean, we're trying to make sure that everybody gets a little bit of rest too. That's in the back of our mind, and you know, yeah. I mean, we can't play everybody every session, right? I mean, 4 people have to sit, and but he's going to get his turn at some point. And the real good thing is that all these guys have bought in. You know, they know the plan for the most part. We've communicated that to them, and we're up front with them, and they understand it and are willing to do anything for the betterment of the team.
In your particular case, will all of your guys play tomorrow?
You'll have to wait and see, Alex.
Okay, and one last thing. Did anything happen this week?
Is that a Cubs hat on there, or what is that hat?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I didn't know if it was a Chicago Bears hat.
Yeah, well, you almost got filleted
out
there.
Yeah, you know what? That didn't turn out so good. But, you know, I tried to explain myself as we kept going there. I still root for the Packers. Let me just get that
When you have
straight.
to explain yourself, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I know. You're
okay.
right.
Did anything that happened this week influence what you have on paper today?
Anything that happened this week influence what these matchups are?
Yeah.
No.
Bob on 2.
Steve, I assume you have a plan already for the afternoon. Is there anything that could change it, or is it, aside from an injury or an illness, obviously that could, but I mean just talk about the way somebody plays or anything. Do you have a set pairings for the afternoon? I know you won't tell us, but could anything change that, or do you think you will stick with that no matter what?
No, we're going to stick with the afternoon plan. It was put in front of them on Monday, and we've stuck with it, and we're going to stick with it.
The other thing is, was there any disappointment from anybody about not playing early, or because you said
Not
this
at
so
all.
early, they got on board?
Not at all. Again, these guys have been incredible. I can't stress it enough, really. And again, it's about the communication that we've had, the captains and myself, and being up front with them and just letting them know what we're thinking, so there's no curveballs. And we've heard it multiple times from all the players. If you want to play me once or all five, that's up to you, meaning the captains, and just so we can try to win this cup.
Straight back, Michael, number 4.
Thank you. Steve, I see Phil out there during the practice rounds, and he's talking and talking and talking to you, and I'm wondering if you can give us some sense of what he's actually talking about.
To me?
Yeah.
Oh, we've talked about a lot of different things. We've talked about players, picks, or pairings, I should say. We've talked about golf swings. I enjoy talking with Phil, and we're lucky to have him, to be a part of this team. And it was unknown for a while whether he was going to be a part of this team as a player or captain. And I had reached out to him, quite a long time ago about being a part of this team, actually last year. And then we keep touching base, and then he wins the PGA championship, so we talk again. And so it's been an ongoing process with Phil, but I knew I wanted him here, and he's great for the team. He's great in the room. And, so he talks all the time. He talks, about it, and we have talked about a lot of different things. So it's wonderful to have him around.
Is Bryson sort of does he mind Bryson in a way?
Yeah, they get along great. Phil finds Bryson very interesting and is trying to learn things from Bryson, I think, too. And I think Bryson feels like he's trying to help Phil in some ways, too. So they have this rapport with one another, and they enjoy being with one another. And so I see those two guys being in each other's pocket for the rest of the week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jim on 6.
Hey, Steve, at the outset, you mentioned it's a 3-year run-up to plan for the week, Sunday through. Now that you're ready to hit balls on Friday, has that worked the way you had hoped when you see the guys get together and the way they're loose, the things they've said? I guess you'll know how they play, but up to now, do you feel like that is, the goal's been accomplished in your mind?
Very much so. Yeah. Obviously the most important part is coming up, right? I mean, the playing and them trying to win a point and just trying to put them in a position to play great golf. And so far, I think we've done that. The guys are playing great. And like I said, they're all on board.
We're going to beam out to Ian Slattery. Ian, you are up with the U.S. captain.
Hi, Steve. How important was continuity when making those pairings in either proving pairings from previous Ryder or Presidents Cups or new partnerships with similar or same golf balls that they use?
Yeah, all that is taken into effect. Xander and Patrick have had success in foursomes in the Presidents Cup, so, we thought it was a natural fit for them to do foursomes here tomorrow morning. And we look at the golf balls. I mean, sometimes it's just very difficult. We had some guys trying other guys' balls, and it's a challenge at times. So that determines sometimes the pairings and what you can do going forward. So it's a big puzzle, trying to get all the pieces put together. And, you rely on feedback from the players. You rely on feedback from the captains. And, it's a challenge, but one that, we're excited to be a part of.
Bob, number 2.
Steve, how do you think now, look, we had some rain earlier, obviously, but how do you think the course will play? Are the greens as firm as you would like them? Is the course going to play firm and fast even with the rain, or can you say?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the rules are that we get it into the condition, all the way up to the Sunday before, and then that condition is kind of maintained throughout. So that's the goal, is that condition will be kind of maintained, and it has been. We don't have any say on what Mother Nature does and provides, as far as rain goes or wind. And today they were getting a little bit, not really that firm, but just faster, with all that wind and borderline almost too fast for that kind of wind. So, but the good news is the wind looks like it's, going to lay down a little bit. Still breezy, but not as much as the last couple days. So, but the course is in great shape. The guys think it's, a good setup, and everyone that I've heard from both sides have enjoyed it so far.
Front right, number 3.
Steve, you've been here before in Presidents Cups. You're at the point where you've had total control, and now you have to relinquish it and basically sit back and watch. What does that feel like, and how does it change your own nerves?
I'm going to enjoy it. To this point, it's been a lot of work, and there's still more work to be done for sure. We still have to watch some golf. We still have to gain some more information, the way I've been talking to the assistant captains. And you want to look forward to Saturday, and you want to try to get a plan. And we do have somewhat of a plan, but it's more about, watching these guys play now, getting some feedback from them and the caddies and the assistants, and then making the plan for Saturday. But, it's in their hands now. They're playing great, and they're excited to get going. I mean, I can't tell you how excited they are to get going and get that first tee ball in the air tomorrow.
You going front left with Jeff?
Steve, it was the captain's call, right, to start with either format, and I'm curious why you chose foursomes. Was it the fast start at Hazeltine, or?
Yeah, I mean, stats have shown over the years that that's a better format for us. So we wanted to kind of stay with that plan, and that's what we're doing.
Steve, 4 rookies going out for you tomorrow, Ryder Cup rookies. What's that night's sleep here on Thursday night going into that morning? You were in those shoes in 2008.
It's a week where you don't get a lot of sleep. You got to try to make sure you do that, and I've tried to give that to the guys, and I'll do that same thing tonight. We'll have a quick dinner and tell them to get to bed. So it's a big day tomorrow, and but it is. It occupies your mind, and it's tough to get some sleep. So it's an exciting time. We're all excited. I'm sure you guys are all excited as well. So we're definitely looking forward to it.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here with Alex with the final question. Go ahead, sir.
Strick, Pat Hurst at the Solheim Cup said she wouldn't play anybody 5. She thought it was just too much. Do you feel the same way?
We kind of do at times, and it, that could, that could morph into something different when we start watching these guys, and if you need to lean on some players more than others. But yeah, we're trying. That's our focus, is try to make sure that guys get rest, and it's a big golf course. And then when you have conditions like we've had the last couple of days, it can kind of really beat you up. So, yeah, we're conscious of that and trying to look at that going forward as well. That's definitely on our plate, to try to make sure that guys are getting their rest.
All right, Captain, you've made it to Ryder Cup Friday almost. Enjoy your evening.
Appreciate
Get
it.
a
You
good
guys
night's
too.
Sleep.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you guys too.